Last episode, we rehearsed IonQ's downside scenarios, 3 downside scenarios to watch. Today we do the exact opposite, we rehearse the upside scenarios. The path to global dominance. But the rule stays the same, we split every signal into what's already real today, and what points the right way but hasn't arrived yet. And finally we ask, where does this quantum technology actually touch your life? On the S-curve, quantum computing is still in the expert stage. Think 1990s internet, or, in AI terms, somewhere between GPT-2 and GPT-3. There's no quantum product in consumers' hands yet, labs and enterprises reach it through the cloud. The ChatGPT moment, when commercial quantum advantage burns into public awareness, is expected around 2028 to 2030. But the inflection point has already been crossed once. In 2024, Google's Willow demonstrated error rates below the critical threshold, proving quantum genuinely works. The remaining question is just, when, by whom, and at what cost? IonQ is betting it crosses that chasm first, not on qubit count, but on fidelity, on quality. Before we look at the dominant scenario, let's coldly lay out last episode's bear signals one more time. Failure came in 3 branches: valuation correction, big tech catch-up, and trapped ion scale-up failure. Here's the key point: the failure that's actually close isn't technological, it's valuation and sentiment. A price-to-sales ratio in the hundreds, and the January 2025 episode where one comment from NVIDIA CEO Huang triggered a 30% plunge, already proved that fragility. By contrast, the scariest-looking threats, big tech overtaking, and scale-up failure, haven't arrived. They haven't happened, and as long as you watch the signals, you can respond in advance. They're not yet. The bull case only holds on the premise that it beats these very bare signals. Now, the upside scenarios. There are 3 paths to dominance. First, using its fidelity edge to commercialize error correction first and cheapest. When fidelity is 10 times higher, the number of qubits needed to fix errors drops tens of times over. That's the scenario where IonQ becomes the standard supplier of the fault-tolerant era, the NVIDIA of quantum. Being number 1 in fidelity is a verified fact today. That's real. Second, igniting a second market, QKD quantum security, before the computer is even finished. The ID Quantique acquisition locked in the assets, but it exploding into real revenue scale is still emerging. Third, running the full marathon on its presence across all 3 major clouds and roughly $1.5 billion in cash, the largest war chest in the industry. The quantum race is a marathon, not a sprint, and IonQ stands at the starting line with the thickest wallet. The foundation is already real, all that's left is when it ignites. So where does this technology actually touch your life? Honestly, there's no quantum product in your hands right now. But the results have already begun flowing in. First, new drugs and vaccines. How a molecule binds to a drug is fundamentally a quantum problem, so quantum simulation accelerates the search for drug candidates, shortening the development time of the medicine you'll take 5 years from now. Second, longer-lasting batteries and lighter new materials. Just as D-Wave demonstrated magnetic material simulation in the journal Science, materials discovery is quantum's first battleground. Third, complex optimization problems, parcel delivery, flight scheduling, your pension portfolio. And fourth, this is IonQ's direct bet: future quantum computers can break today's encryption. So a market opens for quantum key distribution, QKD, to keep your banking app and messenger encryption unbreakable even in the quantum era. The point where it touches your life is, in effect, IonQ's early revenue path. Final verdict. Compress the trilogy into one sentence and it's this: IonQ's fundamentals, fidelity, war chest, distribution, and QKD assets, are real. Its scariest threats, big tech overtaking and scale-up failure, are still not yet, and the real danger isn't technology, it's valuation and sentiment. So the conclusion is neither buy nor sell. A price-to-sales ratio in the hundreds demands flawless execution, so one small disappointment can have the stock, and at the same time, the foundation of the dominant scenario is laid before the core of the correction scenario. Signals call is watch, hold it, but watch it. By signals, successful validation of photonic interconnects, the J-curve ignition of QKD and QCAS revenue, and maintaining the fidelity monopoly window. Sell signals, big tech actually overtaking on fidelity and all-to-all connectivity, an official delay to the fault tolerance timeline, or a full-blown quantum winter arriving. What threatens IonQ isn't a competitor's investor relations, it's interest rates and the mood. Watch only those two clearly, and this is a company well worth holding. The IonQ trilogy ends here. EP1 showed the essence, accuracy. EP2 mapped the downside scenarios to watch. And today, the paths to global dominance and where it touches your life. The core message is one thing: don't buy on the word quantum alone, buy on the signal. The person who sees which signals are real, which are still not yet, and when the turning point arrives, is the one who spots the company crossing the chasm first. If this analysis sharpened your eye for reading signals, join us with a subscribe and a like. Drop the company or sector you want us to dissect next in the comments, and Signal will go read it first. The blog has the full version data and tables. Signal always ends the same way, reading the signal first.